We've got your back. There's a new report that claims that those new Metro North rail cars just aren't as safe as they should be. All the trouble has to do with a very small part, the bolts that hold the wheels right there on the cars.
This all from a brand new federal report looking into the derailment in Bridgeport that happened back in May of 2013.
Well, Chief Capitol Correspondent Mark Davis joins us now live with those details. This is disturbing, Mark.
It's a big story. Hi, Ann and Darren. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford Newsroom. Connecticut taxpayers, that's all of us, are spending close to $1 billion to replace the aging fleet of railroad cars on Metro North. Now the feds say the new cars need new parts. The federal investigation into the Metro North derailment in Bridgeport 20 months ago concludes that the bolts on the new $2.5 million Kawasaki M8 rail cars are weak and should be replaced. The National Transportation Safety Board does not say the weak bolts caused the accident, but likely made the accident worse, causing part of one car to slice into the passenger compartment of the car going in the opposite direction because the car actually came off the wheels. More than 60 people were hurt, and several lawsuits have been filed by victims. The state now has 391 of the new M8 cars in service on the New Haven line. The weak bolts connect the wheels to the cars, and the federal report says the attachment of the wheels to the rail cars is, quote, inadequate. Each car has more than a dozen of the bolts, so thousands would have to be replaced.
If the recommendation has been made, and it has, then replacing the bolts is the appropriate thing to do.
So far, no estimate on what the stronger bolts and installing them would cost, and the governor says it's too early to say if Kawasaki or the state will have to pick up the tab.
This is why you investigate these kinds of incidences, and then you make the appropriate changes.
The DOT insists that the M8s are safe and that they meet all of the Federal Railroad Administration standards, but it is also reported that DOT has known there could be an issue with the bolts for more than a year. Now, investigators have determined that it was a defective rail joint that caused the train to come off the tracks, but then the train came off the wheels. Live from the Hartford Newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.